Question number 11 on single entry. The books of P and S. Now see, two people's books, two persons book. So it is a partnership come single entry question. We have two people here, P and S. Keep their books on single entry system and the profit and losses are shared 2/3 and 1/3 respectively. Immediately write down P का share है 2/3 and S का share है 1/3 in profits. Their capitals are also in profit sharing ratio as proportion. See, 2/3 and 1/3 is profit sharing ratio as well as the capitals are also in the profit sharing ratio in profit sharing proportion on 31st March 1988. Okay, the position of affairs on 31st March 1988 was as follows. So opening things are given 31st March 1988 or closing ka 31st March 1989. Two things are given in which capital is missing, means we will have to prepare statement of affairs and the balancing figure will be your capital. Now the question is capital will be of P or S. So the answer is the capital will be the combined capital of both P and S, and from that we will learn further. So let's start the question. We have opening statement of affairs का information, closing का information and some other information. Drawing on account of profit, P का इतना drawing, S का इतना drawing. P also withdrew rupees 1000 capital on September. Difference है दोनों में. एक प्रॉफिट में से ड्रॉइंग है दैट इज रेगुलर ड्रॉइंग और एक कैपिटल का विड्रॉल है 1000. सो दैट विल हैव टू बी नोटेड कि ड्रॉइंग कितना आ रहा है 1000 कैपिटल का विड्रॉल है तो दैट हैज टू बी नोटेड सेपरेटली. Allow 10% per annum depreciation on both machinery and furniture and 5% per annum interest on capital. ये बात का point है, we'll take it later. So start with plotting the statement of affairs. First thing, creditors. Okay, so tick creditors here. Creditors liability होता है and opening 6250 is given. 6250. Then your loan 1500. Loan is 1500. Then bills payable 750. So bills payable is 750. Building 7000 का building है. So building assert. This is all related to opening statement of affairs. So building 7000, mark it. Then you have plant and machinery 1500. So plant and machinery 1500. Furniture and fittings 500. So furniture and fittings come up to 500. Write it here. Then you have stock 3500. 3500 is your stock. Sundry debtors 7000. Debtors 7000. Then bills receivable, my current asset, bills receivable is 550. Then cash liquid asset, current asset, cash, my asset 450. Okay, that's all. So I can take the total and the difference will be the capital, but note here we have partners P and S. So what capital? It will be your combined capital. combined capital will be your balancing figure. So the total comes here of assert is 20,500, 20,500, and 20,500 minus these three items comes to 12,000. Now going further, 31st March 1989 का दिया है, ये क्लोजिंग अपना स्टेटमेंट ऑफ अफेयर्स में जाएगा. डेटर्स 6,500. सो डेटर्स लिखो 6,500 और टिक करो डेटर्स को. क्रेडिटर्स 5,000. सो क्रेडिटर्स 5,000. कैश 650. सो कैश 650. Then stock 4350. Stock 4350. Bills receivable 400. Bills receivable 400. Mortgage और लोन जो वापस देना पड़ेगा 2,600. It is your liability. 2,600 is your mortgage. Okay, so we have written everything which was mentioned. And what about on which no information is provided? So keep them as it is. बिल्डिंग 7,000 था, कुछ नहीं दिया है तो 7,000 ही होगा. ये नहीं कि गायब हो जाएगा, इट विल नॉट वैनिश. सो इफ नथिंग इज मेंशन्ड बट इन ओपनिंग देयर इज बिल्डिंग, अल्टीमेटली इन क्लोजिंग आल्सो mark it with the same amount. Then machinery, plant and machinery 1,500, same as it is. Furniture 500, furniture and fittings 500, and rest amounts, fresh amounts were given. And what about bills payable? Bills payable is current assert, 12 months का उसका validity होता है. So it was there in opening. But if nothing is mentioned, that cannot be that the same amount is there in closing. So 750 is your bills payable. If nothing is mentioned, there is no bills payable in closing. This is an important point. Now take up the total of all the items here, which comes up to 20,900. 20,900. And 20,900 minus these two items comes to 13,300. That is your combined closing capital. So combined capital account we have to make because we have partners here and the capital of both of them. So opening capital डालो सबसे पहले by balance brought down. ओपनिंग कैपिटल कितना है इधर देखो, 12,000 is your opening capital, and as you plot it, immediately plot the closing capital also. So to balance carried down, your closing capital 13,300. So 13,300 is written here. Now what two more things are still pending before net profit before adjustment? One is drawing. So two drawings. Drawings कम करता है ओपनिंग कैपिटल के बैलेंस को, इसलिए क्रेडिट में यदि ओपनिंग कैपिटल है तो डेबिट में ड्रॉइंग होगा. टू ड्रॉइंग्स. And if there is additional capital, we write it here by bank as it is additional capital, but we don't have any additional capital here, so just leave it. Now drawings. What is said about drawings? Drawings on account of profit P 600 S 200. So P का drawing दिया है 600, S का drawing दिया है 200. And what about R? P also withdraws rupees 1,000 capital. No, sorry, P also withdrew rupees 1,000 capital on September 30th. Okay, so again one more withdrawal of P, that is 1000 rupees. 1000 plus 6 plus 2, 1800 is your drawing. Two partners P and S. One is simple drawings, that is account of profit, and other is also given of P, that I have written here. No additional capital. Now the balancing figure will be your net profit. Take the total of the higher side, that is 13,300 plus 1,800, 15,100. 15,100 by net profit before adjustment. Okay, 15,100 minus 12,000 comes up to 3,100. So opening capital, closing capital, drawings, no additional capital, and we have derived the net profit before adjustment. Let's plot that in our statement of profit and loss account. So starting with the closing capital, or capital as on 31/3/99, your closing date, and it is, we have found out that it was 13,300. So 13,300 is your closing capital. Add less, add less. तीन चीज करेंगे तो नेट प्रॉफिट बिफोर एडजस्टमेंट आएगा. ऐड का डी उठाओ, ड्रॉइंग्स, D for drawings. Okay, add drawings we had calculated. P और S का दिया हुआ है हमको 1,800 we have calculated. So add drawings 1,800 and the total will now come to 15,100. लेस क्या करेंगे, पूरा ऐड उठा के नीचे लाओ. ऐड से बनता एडिशनल कैपिटल, वो है ही नहीं. सो एडिशनल कैपिटल नहीं है इस क्वेश्चन में. जस्ट पुट अ डैश एंड देन ओपनिंग कैपिटल इज हियर. लेस ओपनिंग कैपिटल और कैपिटल एज ऑन 31,388 and that we had found out was 12,000. Okay, so we get our profit 3,100 is your net profit before adjustments. So found out net profit before adjustments. Now what are remaining? See, depreciation entry is remaining. Depreciation on machinery, it has to be provided. 10% per annum depreciation on both machinery and furniture has to be provided, that is remaining. And interest on capital is remaining. So let's do the adjustment first for depreciation. Depreciation charge on asset less depreciation on machinery. 1500 का machinery, उस पे 10% comes out to be machinery पे 150. and furniture कितने का है? Furniture is of 500 and 10% of 500 is 50. So 50 for furniture. See, plant and machinery 1,500, furniture and fittings 500. सेम था तो 150 हो गया और 50 हो गया 10% करके. टोटल 200 is your depreciation जो लेस करना पड़ेगा because net profit will reduce when we provide depreciation on our fixed assets. Now one more thing, interest on capital will be have to paid. So less interest on capital. Now this is a crucial part. What is interest on capital? See, we are given that P and S share profits in the ratio 2:1, and we found out that our opening capital was 12,000. So 12,000 is your opening capital. इसका P और S में आप divide करिए, what it will be? 2:1. 2:1. So it will be 8,000 is your capital here and 4,000 is your capital here. इन दोनों का अलग से कैपिटल निकाल लिया है, बट सी 1,000 कैपिटल P ने विड्रॉ किया है ऑन September 30th. अप्रैल मई जून जुलाई अगस्त September 30th मीन्स 6 मंथ तक तो फुल 8,000 कैपिटल है उसका, but 6 months के बाद 1,000 is withdrawn. So 8,000 is for 6 months and 1 month 1,000 that has withdrawn. So 8,000 minus 1,000 for another 6 months it is just 7,000. So how you will calculate the interest? 8,000 full year and 7,000 पे half year का मिलेगा क्योंकि 1,000 उसने drawing कर लिया है. So interest will be 8,000 का कितना रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट क्या है? 5%. इट इज गिवन 5% पर एनम. सो 5% ऑफ 6 months. 6 months तक ही 8,000 था. दैट कम्स अप टू 200 एंड फॉर द नेक्स्ट 6 months इट इज जस्ट 7,000 बिकॉज उसने विड्रॉ कर लिया था 1,000. सो 7,000 का 5% for 6 months, that comes up to 175. So the total interest on P's capital is 200 plus 175, 375 is the interest. So P का हो गया है 375 interest on capital which has to be paid. And what about S? S का simple है, nothing withdrawn. So 4,000 का 5%. 4,000 का 5%. 4,000 का 5% comes up to 200. So S interest on capital is 200. Interest on capital expense of our business, so we less from the net profit before adjustments. Less 375 plus 200 is 575. Subtract this 200 and 575 and what you get is your net profit during the year, which is here, say 3100 minus 200 minus 575 is 2325. That is your net profit for the year. Now how will you distribute this net profit? Net profit, see, ratio has been given for capital as well as for your profit sharing ratio. So 2325, I'll just write here 2325 is distributed among P and S in their profit sharing ratio, that is 2:1. 2:1. So what P will get? 2/3 of 2325, that is 1550, and S will get 1/3 of 2325, that is 775. So this question is a mixture of single entry plus your partnership. So if this comes your way, you have to work accordingly. Same method has to be followed. Only for interest on capital, you have to be aware that it has to be taken separately for partners, and then net profit has to be divided among the partners in their profit sharing ratio. We'll do more questions on partnership so that your concepts get clear.